We'll go ahead and get started. We would like to start. Dr. Willis, did you start recording?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Good morning and welcome to the annual graduation and award celebration. Of course, because of issues that we have with the COVID-19, we have to do it virtually. But I really did not want us to get past this end of this spring semester and not have an event that we normally have every year at the end of the spring, each year at the end of the spring semester. So I would like to welcome each of you, and especially our honored guests, that is our graduates for the spring and summer 2020, to this virtual graduation celebration. I know you all have had to deal with a lot of changes, which nobody anticipated, but you all have been the champs and you've taken this really well and moved forward. And I know these experiences are not just experience in life always, which will be with you forever, and also a lot of learning for each of us during this course of COVID-19. But I want to welcome all our faculty, staff, and students as well to this annual event, in addition to any friends and family that we might have. And I see some individuals who have come on as well. And so I appreciate some of the parents and guardians of our students as well who've joined us today. Thank you very, very much for taking the time. We are the Department of Food and Animal Sciences, and as we like to call it, we are also our FAS family. So on behalf of our faculty, staff, and our students, I would also like to congratulate each of our spring and summer 2020 graduates. We offer 4 degrees, as most of you are aware: Bachelor of Animal Biohealth Sciences, Bachelor of Food Science, Master of Food Science, as well as PhD degree in Food Science. Now, let me speak to the graduates for a minute. This is indeed a joyous occasion for each of you, and this is a major milestone for each of you, but not only for you, but also for your families, for your friends, and of course, us here in the Department of Food and Animal Sciences, your faculty, your staff, as well as your peers. Now, at this juncture, and I know a lot of my colleagues here often have heard me say this, with regards to when we have this virtual, of course, this time it's virtual, but graduation celebration, I always like to reminisce on the times that when we met each of you. And I know for some of our BS graduates, it was during the high school senior day. Some of you, I won't take names, came on campus and to my office with your parents or your guardians and visited with us. Some of our master's students came in for college tours, graduate college tours. And then, of course, some of our PhD students, I know we met during conferences. So there are various ways where we meet and interact with our students before they decide to call Food and Animal Sciences in the Department of Food, in the Alabama A&M University as home. And this time is always a time for reminiscing. And of course, we never forget, at least me, once I meet a student, I always remember exactly when and where I met them for the first time. And that's still, forever that I keep that in my mind. Now, graduates, I know that you have worked very, very hard to get to this point, to get to this milestone. And then I also want to thank at this point our faculty and staff colleagues, my faculty and staff colleagues who've worked very hard in training you graduates. And because of the training and what you've been taught here and what you've learned here, we know and we are confident that you are ready to conquer the world. You have really enriched our lives over the last 4, 5, and 6 years for some of you. And as we interacted with you in classes, as we interacted with you in labs, as we interacted with you in the hallways, in our offices, etc., as advisors, or as a different faculty or staff in the department. Now, we're truly proud of what you have accomplished so far and are definitely confident that you will accomplish of what you will accomplish and the mountains that you will climb in the course of your careers and your professional careers. Now, let me speak to some of the parents and guardians. I know we have some parents and guardians online as well. I would like to specifically, and not just me, but from the Department of Food and Animal Sciences faculty and staff, we would like to thank you for allowing us to work with your children and your guardians for the last few years. It became clear to us as these students started matriculating through our programs that you have provided them a strong family background and that they have that kind of family support that has led them to be hardworking young individuals, disciplined young adults. Most of our students have really demonstrated the abilities in critical thinking. They have demonstrated abilities in problem solving over the course of their tenure here as students in the department, and also provided us with ample opportunities for their team working skills, as much as they hated it at times, and also the potential for leadership and lifelong learning. Now, I know at this juncture, some of you are still trying to figure out what you want to do with your life, what you want to do in your career, but just give it time. And some of you have already figured out what you want to do, but for those of you who have not, just give it time and you will find your dream. You will find your dream career, your dream job, or maybe it will find you. And let me definitely let you all know, once you do find that dream career or that dream job, you got to get after it, definitely. And you want to protect it and succeed in it. Students, we in the department, faculty and staff have a favor to ask of you. Please, please, please continue to let us know of your successes over the years as you progress professionally. Just remember to continuously share your stories with us, because we are going to be rooting for you for the next whatever, as long as we are here, as long as we are alive on this earth. And please return for our annual alumni forums that we have each year during the homecoming week. We would love to see you come back to the Hill, come back to the Food and Animal Sciences Department as well. Let me share an advice or a quotation from one of our international politicians who said, "Watch your thoughts, for they will become actions. Watch your actions, for they will become habits. Watch your habits, for they will forge your character. Watch your character, for it will make your destiny." So in closing, I just want to again acknowledge and congratulate each of our 2020 spring and summer graduates. And I know that you will continue to find success in your future. Trust what it is that you've been taught and what you've learned here, and stay true to yourself and follow your passion. Again, congratulations and go FAS Bulldogs. Thank you. It's not moving. Okay, so we've, I don't know, have any of you seen Dr. Walker online? We had invited Dr. Walker to come on and speak and say a few words to our graduates. He may be running late. I know he said he has another meeting, but he may be running late. If not, if he comes back, which he normally will make it, but I think we'll plug him in whenever he gets online. And if he doesn't, I'm sure he will also join me in congratulating each of you on this major milestone. Now, the next section of our program is really recognizing our graduates for 2020. That is spring and summer 2020 graduates. We'll start off with the BS degree in Animal Biohealth Sciences. Our students graduating with a Bachelor of Science degree in Animal Biohealth Sciences. I know Lillian's online. Lillian Barber, congratulations. You're graduating cum laude, and Lillian is from Birmingham, Alabama. We have Marlisha Gill, who is also graduating with a BS in ABHS, who is from Chicago, Illinois. Nautica Morel, who is cum laude, graduating with a BS in Animal Biohealth Sciences from Madison, Tennessee. And she is waiting to apply to vet school, so wants to become a veterinarian. We have Brittany Mosley, BS in ABHS, who's from Huntsville, Alabama. We have Kiana Moose, graduating with a BS in Animal Biohealth Sciences, magna cum laude, from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and she is going to attend Tuskegee University School of Veterinary Medicine. Congratulations, Kiana. Kamala Murix, who is graduating with a BS in Animal Biohealth Sciences, cum laude. She's from Fultondale, Alabama. Tamika Smith, cum laude, BS in Animal Biohealth Sciences from El Paso, Texas. Alicia Thomas, who is graduating summa cum laude from Mobile, Alabama with a BS in Animal Biohealth Sciences. And congratulations to each of our students, graduates, BS Animal Biohealth Sciences. At this juncture, I'd also like to acknowledge and thank our Animal Biohealth Sciences faculty specifically, who have worked very hard with these students, providing them various opportunities. Thank you, Dr. Vizcara. Thank you, Dr. Jamal Abdul Rahim, and our newest addition to the team, Dr. Bob Wealth-Omontesi. Thank you very much. Now we move on to the BS graduates in food science, also spring and summer 2020, starting off with Nina Biggs, who's graduating cum laude from Houston, Texas, and she has been accepted into graduate school at Alabama A&M University, majoring in food science with a concentration in food product development. So she's continuing her education here in the department. We have Spencer Brazier, also with a BS in food science from College Park, Georgia. Nastasia Hill, graduating with a BS in food science, cum laude from Columbus, Georgia, and she is going to attend graduate school at University of Alabama, Birmingham, and she wants to go on to med school and become a pediatrician. So good luck, Nastasia. We also have Elijah Jordan, our football player who worked very, very hard on and off the field. Elijah, thank you very much for all that you did for A&M on the field and put us and made us go places. Graduates with a BS in food science from Theodore, Alabama. And Elijah has already started on an internship at Frito-Lay in Decatur and I'm in Tennessee. And he's going to hopefully be offered a full-time position very soon at Frito-Lay in Tennessee. Summer Macklin, graduating with a BS in food science, cum laude from Harvest, Alabama. Dawn Nash, who is graduating magna cum laude with a BS in food science from Los Angeles, California. And Dawn again has been accepted to graduate school for the fall 2020 with a concentration in nutritional biochemistry. And Dawn is hopefully will finish up soon and then obtain a job in the food industry. So congratulations, Dawn, and we look forward to you coming back in the fall. Vanessa Ward, again, graduating summa cum laude with a BS in food science. And I'll talk a little bit more about Vanessa later on. She's from Dayton, Ohio, and she also is going to attend graduate school at Alabama A&M, majoring in food science with a concentration in nutritional biochemistry. So we look forward to you coming back as well, Vanessa. Kamaya West, graduating cum laude with a BS in food science from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And Kamaya is kind of taking a different, she took the food science degree, I think the sensory aspect of food science, and she's now going to become a makeup artist, or she wants to become a makeup artist. And as you all can see here, Kamaya is very, very talented in makeup as a makeup artist. And so she wants to pursue her dreams and her passion. Congratulations, Kamaya. Then we have students graduating, anyway, I'll finish that when we do food science. And then we have students graduating with a master's in food science for spring and summer 2020, Taiwo Adebayo, concentration in food biotechnology, advised by Dr. Stelianos Fakis. Taiwo comes to us all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. And Taiwo, I think, is still debating on pursuing a PhD, but we'll see what the future holds for Taiwo, Master of Food Science. Then we have Heinz Krishan, who also graduated with a BS a few years ago with food science at A&M. Heinz, the concentration for Heinz is food safety microbiology. His advisor is Dr. Armitra Jackson Davis. He's from Mobile, Alabama, and Heinz is currently working at Land O'Lakes in Kent, Ohio. Then we have Terry James, who is graduating with a master's in food science. Her advisor in the area of sensory science. Her advisor is Dr. Lamine Kasama, And Terry James comes to us from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Then we have Sanjog Sidhu, Masters in Food Science with a concentration in Nutritional Biochemistry and Product Development. Yours truly advises Sanjog. Sanjog again comes to us all the way from Amritsar, Punjab, India. And Sanjog has accepted an internship, which hopefully will become a full-time position for him at East West Tea Company in Eugene, Oregon. So good luck, Sanjog, on your internship. Then we have our PhD students who are graduating in the spring and summer of 2020. We have Natalia Cerrone Romero with a concentration in animal health. She's advised by Drs. Vizcara and myself, and she is from Colombia, again, all the way from Colombia. And Natalia is trying to wrap up her dissertation and hopefully should defend in a few weeks now. Then we have our second PhD student, Shikari Lee, who is Hale, sorry, why am I calling her Shikari Lee? Shikari Hale, who is also graduating with a PhD in food science, concentration, nutritional biochemistry, and advised by yours truly. And she is from Crenshaw, Mississippi. At this juncture, I would like to thank all our food science faculty, Dr. Josh Herring, Dr. Stelianos Fakis, Dr. Armitra Jackson Davis, Dr. Lamine Kasama, Dr. Judith Boateng, and Dr. Chantrell Willis, who is our adjunct faculty, and of course our staff members as well who've contributed to all these students, whether food science or animal biohealth sciences, and that is Mrs. Lenice Vonner, Mr. Simon Ogutu, Mr. Louis Shackelford, Miss Sonia Bynum, and Miss Sonia McCauley. I hope I have not missed anybody. So if I've missed anybody, don't count it towards my head, but my heart, okay? But I want to congratulate and thank each of our faculty and staff in the department as well for working hard with our graduates in the BS, Animal Biohealth Science program, Food Science program, and Masters and PhD in Food Science. So thank you very much. And congratulations to each of our graduates. I know some of you came in a little late, but we acknowledge, and we will make this recording available to all our students through the email that you should receive from Ms. Vonner or Dr. Willis soon towards the end of the day. So even if you missed it, I know I saw some of you coming in a little late, may have had issues connecting, but we wanted to recognize each of you on this major milestone and congratulate each of you. So congratulations again, FAS graduates 2020, both spring as well as summer. Now, as is customary, when we have our on-campus event for the graduation reception, and we typically give a few minutes to our graduates who might want to share some words of wisdom to the peers they are leaving behind, or they might like to acknowledge faculty and staff, or our faculty, staff, and students, their peers whom they are leaving behind, who might want to give them a few words of encouragement or a few words of congratulatory comments, etc. So we'll leave a few minutes here. We'll pause for each of you, if anybody, whether the graduates, their families, faculty, staff, or their peer students who they are leaving behind, if you would like to say a few words to our graduates. And please kind of try to keep it brief, because we want to try to keep this to about an hour program. So please feel free to share your thoughts for our graduates. And you can please unmute your microphones when you are getting ready to speak. So I'll go ahead and mute mine for now.
Hello, can everyone hear me? This is Vanessa. Okay. I just want to personally thank everyone, especially these 4 years, just for being patient with me. I truly appreciate everyone. Again, I'll be back hopefully fall 2020, starting my graduate degree. So just pray for me, and just thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vanessa. We look forward to the fall.
Hi, can you guys hear me? This is Yolanda Ward. I am Vanessa Ward's mom, and I just wanted to kind of echo how proud that I am of Vanessa and actually all of the graduates. And I think a lot of that is due to the support of the faculty. I remember bringing Vanessa from Dayton, Ohio, coming in, sitting in Dr. Verghese's office with Dr. Herring, who took us on a tour there, and we just immediately fell in love. And here it is 4 years later, and she's graduating. And we just can't thank you enough for, again, your support of her. And then I just wanted to congratulate all the all the students. It's just fills my heart, and I'm just so happy for everybody. Thanks.
Thank you, Mrs. Ward. I remember the time that you came to my office, and 4 years later, I'm sure you are very, very proud of Vanessa. Thank you for sharing your comments.
So it's Dr. Davis. There are just two quotes that first of all, congratulations to all of our graduates. We're so proud of you. Of course, we wish we could all be together, celebrating, but you should just know that we are all very proud of you. So I just want to leave you with two quotes that I came across that I thought were appropriate for today. The first one is by Winston Churchill, and it says, "Success is the ability to go from one failure to another with no loss of enthusiasm." So I hope you keep that in mind as you go forward, as you excel in the roads that you choose to take, whatever they may be, that just because you failed, and I'm sure many of you even experienced that, some, even with classes and, just dealing with life, that no matter what, you can just pick yourself up and you can keep on going. The second one, many of you probably had a chance to watch the Netflix documentary of Michelle Obama. So I had a chance to watch that, Becoming, and she quoted, and this is the quote, "I have been at every powerful table you can think of. They are not all smart." Okay, so I want you to remember that as you go and you decide that you're going to be on these boards, you're going to, take these important roles, that you are capable and you are able to compete with the best of them. So congratulations to you.
Thank you, Dr. Davis. Any other individuals or?
I would like to say something. This is Summer. I want to thank you all for all 4 years that y'all have given me. Thank you, Dr. Davis, Miss Chantrell, Miss Varner. I want to thank y'all for pushing me so hard through these 4 years. It got tough towards the end, but I made it out, thankfully. But like I said, I would like to thank all of you for these 4 years and the family that I've built throughout these years. Thank you.
Thank you, Summer. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. This is Sanjog this side. I would like to thank all the faculty members especially Dr. Verghese, for giving me the opportunity to work in our lab and to pursue my degree in this university. My special thanks to Dr. Shentrivilis and Dr. Herring as well, because they all have guided me through the different phases of my journey in this university. And just like Summer mentioned, that I have also built up a family over here, which will go a long way with me, because it has given me a lot of courage and knowledge to move forward in life. Thanks again. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, Sanjog. Thank you. Any others? And it could be faculty if any others want to say anything. Otherwise, we'll going once, going twice.
Dr. Reese, I'd like to say something.
Go ahead,
Good morning. This is Chantrell Willis, and I really appreciate you, Dr. Reese, for initiating this event. Though virtually, it still has just as much meaning as if we are in person. Secondly, I'd like to congratulate all the graduates and the student leaders that will be recognized here in just a minute. And all of you, you don't know how much you mean to us as faculty and staff. We wouldn't be here without you. And I've really had the honor and pleasure and joy of interacting with all of you throughout your time here. And we'll continue to interact with some of you in grad school. So congratulations again, and you will soar. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Willis.
Dr. Verghese, this is Dr. Herring, and I'd like to go through and say thank you to the students and to the faculty for the interactions with COVID-19 and this pandemic to go through and adjust so gracefully, recognizing that, you know, I myself have 2 kids at home, and I think that our students have done a great job compared to some of the other students that I know or other programs that I know where students don't feel like they fit in or they feel lost, they feel forgotten. And so our faculty and students have really shown that family attitude to go through and help out. And I want to go through and also thank Vanessa Ward. I've gone through and I've thanked her a couple of different places, and I know it'll be said here on taking up a leadership role in the Food Science Club to really go through and make it happen in this unknowing time. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Herring. Go ahead, Dr. Jamal.
Dr. Verghese, thank you very much for inviting us and for organizing and leading this event. I would like to thank actually all faculty and staff for helping all our students succeed. And I would like to congratulate all the students for the success and the great job they did while they're here at AAMU, and I wish them all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jamal.
Let me quickly congratulate all the students who are graduating. It's a beautiful day for you. It might not have been the way you planned it in terms of meeting face to face, but again, this is a milestone in your life, and I want you to continue to build on this success. 3 things. 1, remember that life is learning and you will always continue to learn. 2, the faculty, the university will always be here for you, and we will always be here to help you in any way possible. And lastly, just remember that you are good enough no matter where you find yourself. So reach for the stars. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Baldwell.
Good morning, you all. I'm Natalia. Well, I just want to say thank you to everyone in the department. I'm happy, I'm grateful to have come to this point in my academic journey. And it was one full of challenges and accomplishments. And I want to thank especially to Dr. Vizcarra for his guidance and his support. And Dr. Verghese, thank you so much for being an inspiration. And also to all the staff for always being there, Dr. Willis, Lenise, Mr. Liu, Mike, and also to my classmates and my lab mates, Patty and Kule, that are my friends, and they were always there for me. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Natalia. Okay. Somebody's put a chat in there. Is there something somebody wants? Can you see what's?
Dawn says that her mic isn't working.
Okay.
She said that she'd like to thank all of the faculty and staff that helped her for the past 4 years.
Perfect. All right. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you. We appreciate that. All right. So we'll go ahead and move forward. And then at the end, if anyone wants to stay on and talk a little bit or say a little bit more, we can have that and do that as well. So at this point, we'll move to the recognition of student leaders, departmental student leaders, as well as the awards that our students have received during the course of the academic year 2019-2020. And this is normally every year we do have one of these events where we recognize our graduates, but then the department, and Dr. Willis said it very rightly, that we would not be here if not for our students. And also the department would not be as successful, our programs would not be as successful if not for our students and the student leaders and the accomplishments and awards of our students in the department. So we want to pause and recognize some of our departmental clubs and organizations, and also some of our students who have achieved various milestones and various accomplishments over the course of this last academic year, 2019-2020. So first, I will recognize our student organizations, and as all of us know, we have two major programs, the Animal Biohealth Science Program as well as the Food Science Program. So here we have the executive board for the Animal Biohealth Sciences. We'll recognize each of them. Ayana Morris, President; Deja Thompson, Vice President; Gamaya McHern, Secretary; Sabria Wooten, Treasurer; Jania Godbold, Parliamentarian; Janicia Payne, Miss ABHS; Davion Allen, Mr. ABHS; and the advisors to the club, Animal Biohealth Sciences Club, Dr. Jamal and Dr. Vizcara. Thank you to each of our student leaders in the Animal Biohealth Sciences Executive Board, as well as the advisors, Dr. Abdul Rahim and Dr. Vizcara. Then we have Dr. Gamal Abdul Rahim, who coaches the Dairy Challenge team each year. And there are two different sets of teams. One is the regional and one is the national. We have the members of the national team: Davon Allen, Elizabeth Emden, John Johnson, Selena Lopez, Nautica Morel, Ina Morris, and Kiana Moose. Thank you, and I know they all did very well, and we had some major accomplishments during the regional team, but unfortunately, our national team, due to COVID-19, was unable to travel for the event. But I know, Dr. Jamal, thank you for your efforts in training our students. He trains them almost every day, I think, after 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in one of the classrooms, working with them. So thank you very much for your time and efforts that you've spent towards training the students towards the Dairy Challenge. The national team was Selena Lopez, Ayana Morris, Tara, Logan, Deja, and Haley. So thank you, each of you, for your time and effort spent. And I know the information that you were taught will not go in waste, and hopefully you can participate next year. I think none of them are graduating in December, so you will still have the spring of next year to participate as well. And again, thank you, Dr. Jamal, for your efforts as the coach of the Dairy Challenge team at Alabama A&M University Department of Food and Animal Sciences. Then we have the food science program that is a certified program, accredited program by the IFTSA. IFT is Institute of Food Technologists Student Association and the Alabama A&M University chapter. So this is the executive board for this. Now at this point, I would really like to take a minute to thank Miss Vanessa Ward, our president, current and incoming president as well, continuing president, for taking on the leadership role and providing stellar leadership in this year. Now, some of you are aware that we had our president, Askia Dozier Mohammed, who decided that graduate school wasn't for him or at A&M, so he left, and we were now left with the vice president, first vice president, Ms. Vanessa Ward, and the second vice president, Sydney Jackson. But then, of course, the first vice comes into the presidential position. And I called and talked to Vanessa, and I said, Vanessa, you know, I know this is your senior year. I know you have a lot going on, and she has a lot of other involvements too on campus. But Vanessa said, you know, yes, I'll do it. And I was so, so grateful to her. But at the same time, I just totally admire this young lady who took it on herself. I know I would receive emails from her at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, which told me that she wasn't getting much sleep either. And she really worked hard and stepped in and filled in the gap and did way over and beyond whatever I could ever imagine. Honestly, Vanessa, I'm so proud of you, and the sky is the limit for you. you know, even the sky is not. I mean, you will shatter a lot of glass ceilings in your career, and I will be very, very proud of watching from wherever I am, maybe sitting on a rocking chair somewhere on the beach. But congratulations again, Vanessa, for taking on this leadership role, but also thank you very much, okay? We appreciate you. I know senior year being the president of a club is no joke. And then I want to acknowledge Sydney Jackson, who again stepped into from the second vice role into the first vice role. Sydney, thank you. Shaunarie Brown, who stepped in as second vice, again, as a new graduate student in the department. Shaunarie showed excellent leadership, and she decided she was willing to when we requested her to move into the second vice role. We have acknowledged our secretaries, Lance Joyce and Sanjog Sidhu, assistant secretary, Don Nash and Aisha Callahan, treasurer and assistant treasurer, Khalid Smith and Alencia Lamb, Mr. and Miss Food Science, Kamaya West, the parliamentarian, Shelby Thomas and Amaya Nesbitt, the public relations and assistant public relations officers, and then our undergraduate reps, freshman rep Lauren Moyer, sophomore rep Alton Chambers, junior rep Derek English, senior rep Sean Hinton. Thank you very much. And these students did a lot for the club over the semesters, and they had a lot of engagement activities. Then we had one young lady, Jindaya Christmas, I think she's online here, who specifically sent me an email and said she would really like to engage in the IFTSA and we created a new position. It was her idea to create a new position of membership engagement chair. And Jindaya, thank you for your role and your contributions as well. We have Zaquavis Willis, who's also on the IFT exec board as the IFT Student Association liaison, and we'll recognize him on one of the latest slides as the vice president at the IFT National IFTSA. And then we would like to thank the advisors, faculty advisors, Dr. Herring and Dr. Boateng. Dr. Boateng, specific thanks to you for jumping on board when our previous advisor, he decided he wasn't wanting to continue as the junior advisor. Dr. Boateng, thank you for accepting this. I know your plate is full as well. And Dr. Herring, thank you very much. And you have a major role in the IFTSA chapter at various levels, and we'll recognize you again. Thank you again very much. And our staff advisors, Dr. Chantrell Willis, as well as Ms. Lanice Warner. Thank you very much. And this is a large slate of group of individuals on the IFT exec board, but they all do a phenomenal job. And I also want to recognize, I think we missed the graduate reps here. We had graduate reps, Natalia Cerrone, and correct me if I'm wrong, Dr. Herring or Dr. Willis, who were the other grad reps? Heinz Krishan.
Aaron Dudley.
And Aaron Dudley. I missed their names here. But thank you to our graduate reps as well for your assistance during the course. We have undergraduate and graduate reps. So Aaron Dudley, Heinz, as well as Natalia. Thank you very much for your assistance on the IFT AAMU chapter as well, exec board. Then we have another group of individuals, though not directly a departmental club or organization. It's part of the university and the College of Ag, and that is the Manners, Minorities in Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Related Sciences. We have the executive board, and the reason I always like to recognize them, I reach out to Dr. Davis, even though it's not a club of the department per se, directly as a programmatic club, but it's a club or the organization of the college. But if, as you can see, all the different exec board members are all food scientists. Dr. Davis, Armitra Jackson Davis, serves as a co-advisor, and Dr. Dedrick Davis from the Biological and Environmental Sciences serves as the other advisor. And we have our own PhD student, Taylor Carmen, who's the president, master student Dallas Bailey, who's a treasurer, Vanessa Ward, parliamentarian, Kunle Taufik, assistant secretary, Derek English Jr., Mr. Manners, Jesharia Mathis, Miss Manners, and Bria Cooper, the fundraising chair. So thank you for your leadership in Manners, all our food science students, as well as Dr. Davis. Thank you for all you do for the college as well as the university. Thank you very much. Then we have a little history on the ASBMB. Dr. Fakus, thank you for your role and contributions in initiating and starting this organization. It's still in its infancy, but Dr. Fakus has been rooting for it and painstakingly trying to get students engaged in this organization called the American Society for Biochemistry and Molecular Biology. We have current chapter members are Jendea Christmas, Derek English, Alex Hall, Jabari Hinton, and Kevon Say. And I hope this is a plug for Dr. Fakis and the group here, the ASBMB group. Please, those of you who are coming on board, as Dr. Fakis has outlined it clearly, it's for undergraduate students. So graduate students cannot participate, but they can really be official members, chapter members. So undergraduate students, if you're on here, please reach out to Dr. Fakis or one of the members on this slate of student chapter members and indicate your interest. You can do so even in the summer. So when you come in the fall, we can get a good fresh start. Thank you again, Dr. Fakis, for your leadership and also for your passion for this chapter. Thank you. Then we have the IFT-SA College Bowl team. As I indicated earlier, IFT-SA is our student organization for the accreditation body for us, which is IFT. And Dr. Herring, as I said earlier, he's our advisor, senior advisor to the club, but he also painstakingly coaches the team. And I know some of you who've been through or walked past the hallway in the department have seen Dr. Herring and the committee and the team, sorry, not the committee, team sitting there answering questions with their buzzers, etc., and asking questions, answering, and having a good old time. I can hear it in my office, just a lot of loud laughing and answering when they cheers when they get their question right and boos when they get their question wrong. No boos, sorry. But thank you very much, Dr. Herring. And I want to thank Jaleesa Thomas, Ms. Jaleesa Thomas, one of our PhD students who is serving as the captain. Again, very, very sad that we were not able to participate. I know IFT is trying in some way to have the IFT College Bowl, maybe a virtual. They had something the other night as well, but I'm not sure how they're moving forward with this. But I want to thank and congratulate, especially our regulars there. Jaleesa Thomas, Natalia Ciron, Alton, Derek, Ahmed Goma. I know Ahmed is very, very passionate about College Bowl. Lance Joyce, Rajvinder Kaur, and Khalid Smith. Thank you for the hours that you've spent. And I know none of those questions and the discussions that you've all had in those reading rooms and those classrooms have gone to waste, because that is information that you'll always have in your back pocket. We have a very, very special group in our department. And when Ms. Ward indicated, that Vanessa fit right in, and she finished in the 4 years, and she achieved a lot of successes. One of the organizations or one of the entities that we really try to promote in the department is the Bulldog Buddy program. And when students come in as freshmen, we have them tag teamed or partnered with a mentor. And whether they are undergrads or graduate students, we have them provide leadership as mentors or as mentees. And I know Vanessa was one of those who participated in the Bulldog Buddy program from day one. Dawn Nash, some of the others who are online here, who had mentors and mentees during the course of their 4 years, or people like Natalia, etc., who were mentors to a lot of our undergraduates and junior graduate students as well. But I want to thank and recognize Ms. Sydney Jackson, our IFT-SA AAMU chapter vice president, first vice, who served as an amazing leader in the Bulldog Buddy program. And this Bulldog Buddy program, which is a mentoring program, was initiated about 6 years ago, and we've had successes. And those of you who are not part of this, I strongly urge you to get in touch with Ms. Lanice Warner, who is our associate for student engagement and success, who with the vice president for IFT-SA chapter typically manages this program. So thank you, Ms. Warner, and thank you, Ms. Sydney Jackson. And this is the list of, as I said, we had 19 mentors and 22 mentees, and they had an amazing year doing a lot of fun stuff, volunteering, etc. So I want to recognize all, I won't call each of their names, but I want to recognize each of the mentors who took the time to work with their mentees. And I know some of these mentees who are undergraduates or graduate students will come on board next year as a mentor as well to our incoming graduate students as well as our incoming undergraduates. So thank you to each of our mentors in the food science as well as the animal biohealth sciences program. Thank you to the Bulldog Buddy program. Then this year was a major milestone for us as the department. I think most of you remember we had a celebration in the fall of 2019. This is our 50th year as the Department of Food and Animal Sciences. So we celebrated, as you all can see here, we celebrate 50 years of excellence. So I would like to recognize the committee. Dr. Herring chaired the committee. Our faculty and staff were Dr. Boateng, Dr. Davis, Dr. Vizcarra, Dr. Abdul Rahim, Dr. Willis, Mrs. Vonner, and Mr. Gutu, who were the faculty and staff members. And then we had graduate students and undergraduate students. We had the president of both the clubs, Skia Dozer Mohammed, the Food Science Club, then president, and Marlisha Gill, the ABHS Club president. And then we had a couple graduate students on board, Mr. Aaron Dudley, Ms. Jaleesa Thomas, Ms. Shauna Ree Brown, and Mr. Sanjog Sidhu. So thank you to this committee who worked really hard in having a very, very successful fall 2019 50 years of excellence celebration. And we had another event in the spring with Dr. John Satumba come, and during Black History Month, and we had an amazing event then. And we were hoping for more events during the spring, but COVID-19 put a damper on that. But we get to celebrate all the way till fall of 2020, 1 year. So October 1 through September 30th of 2020. So we will have some event in the fall as well. So stay tuned, but would like to thank this committee. Then we have some student leaders who do an excellent job in participating in various product development competitions in the food science program. And we had the AIB, I remember calling Aaron Dudley. I don't know if he's online here, but I called him to my office and I took him to the notice board and showed him the notice that came from American Society for Baking. And I said, Aaron, you just came in. Aaron has a lot of experience in baking, working for Kellogg's for a number of years. Let's do it, put together a team and develop a product. As you can see, this was their product, Kanamo Concha. And Aaron Dudley served as the captain, and Elton, they had two teams, but ultimately led to one team that submitted their documents to American Society of Baking. Alton Chambers, Anwar, Shauna Ree, Aisha, Bria, Corbin, Ahmed Goma, and Edwin. So thank you to the product development team of who submitted the American Society of Baking competition. Unfortunately, they didn't make the finals, finalists, or didn't win, but at the same time, they put in a lot of hours working on this product that looks amazing. Thank you, Aaron and team. Then we had another product development team that is Ahmed Goma. Ahmed has a lot of passion. Ahmed was one of those who didn't like product development very much, but now he jumps on board in every product development competition, knowing that that's the application side to food science. Thank you, Ahmed, for your leadership and almost, many, many hours that you spend on this product. As you can see, it looks amazing. They had a beautiful product, gorgeous looking colors, everything. For the Ocean Spray product development team, thank you, Ahmed, for your leadership, and your team, Bria, Aaron, Sanjog, and Jaleesa. The product they made was Hilltop Delight, but I think they were just notified that they didn't win. But thank you for your leadership and for your engagement in competitions such as this. And I promise each of you, all right, when we finish with this crazy COVID-19 and we are able to come on campus in the fall, all of you will get certificates, okay? So that you can add that to your portfolio. We do that in person every spring, but this year, of course, we are not able to be on campus. So we are going to provide that in the fall. Then I also want to have a few special recognitions for a few individuals in the department. The first person, again, I bring back Miss Vanessa Ward, who was selected as the departmental FAS Outstanding Scholar nominee to the College of Agricultural, Life and Natural Sciences. Congratulations, Vanessa. I know Dr. Walker, the Dean of the College of Ag, said that it was a neck and neck fight with the finalists that was sent to the Honor Center, but Vanessa stood top among one of the top two of the individuals who had been submitted by the various departments. So congratulations, Vanessa. Again, you will be getting your certificate in the fall so that you can add it to your portfolio. And we're very, very proud of you. You've graduated with highest honors, plus your engagement in the department, activities, organizations, on campus organizations and activities, volunteer organization and activities, as well as being a mentor, mentee first year, and then a Bulldog mentor for the next. And Vanessa was one of those who would buy lunch and dinner and take her mentees out shopping and do all kinds of fun stuff with them. Thank you, Vanessa, for being outstanding, for being an outstanding student leader in the department. And I know success, many, many successes will be there for you in the future. So keep up the good work. Congratulations on being nominated as the FAS Outstanding Scholar nominee to the College of Agricultural Life and Natural Sciences. Then we have a number of scholarships that were received by a lot of our students in the department from A&M scholarships. And again, Ms. Vonner provided this list, and there's a little disclaimer at the bottom. So if your name does not appear here, that just shows, tells you, it's not that we, please don't charge it to our, to our heads, but to our hearts, because this list represents those that was submitted to her office, Ms. Vonner's Office of Student Engagement and Success in the Department of Food. So we had Heritage Gold by Davon Allen, Aisha Callahan, National Crop Insurance Service Scholarship, Taylor Carmen, Alabama Farm Credit, Ashlyn Dotson, Presidential, Jabari Hinton, Presidential, Sydney Jackson, Presidential, Derek English, Alabama Association for Food Protection, Emmett Goma, 2020 IAFP Student Travel Scholarship, Alencia Lamb, Kellogg's, Diana Morris, Alabama Farm Credit, Amaya Nesbitt, Billy Bridgeford, Montia Poole, Kellogg's, Angel Torres, Heritage Bronze, and Sophia Worth Kellogg's. So these were our scholarships. If you were awarded a scholarship and your name is not on the list, it's not too late, because we will be publishing this PowerPoint on our website. So please provide us your names, send Ms. Vonner and copy me, and let me know so that we can go ahead and add your name to the list as well. And we have a group of 3 students who've been named Kellogg Scholars in the department for the year 1920, Alencia Lamb, Montia Poole, and Sophia Worth. Then we had a student who competed nationally and globally. Only 6, or nationally, only 6 students are selected from all the land grant universities. And Alexander Hall, he is one of our students who was selected as a global emerging leader by Land O'Lakes. Congratulations, Alex. Then we had, this is a list of internships. Again, a disclaimer, these were the internships that was submitted to Ms. Vonner's office in the Department of Food and Animal Sciences, Office of Student Engagement and Success. That's part of the department chair's office. And we had Aisha Callahan, Land O'Lakes, Bria Cooper, Quality Lando Frost, Food Safety Intern, Askia Kellogg's, Derek English, Echo Labs, Alex Hall, Land O'Lakes, Elijah Jordan, Frito-Lay, Lance Joyce, Echo Labs, Alencia Lamb, OSU, as well as NC State, as well as USDA Science in Action, J. Sharia Mathis, Cargill, Ms. Morris, short-term research experience for underrepresented persons, as part of STEP of UAB, Lauren Moyer, Wallace Carver Fellowship for the U.S. National Poultry Research Center, and Sanjog Sidhu East West Teach Company in Eugene, Oregon. I don't know, and we have been asking, and Ms. Warner has been providing me some updates on the status of these internships due to COVID-19. I think some of them are willing to work with these students remotely, but please keep us up to date so that we know whether you're going. I hope, wherever you go, whether you work from home or whether you work from a particular company. I know some of the food companies are still open because they're considered essential. So wherever you're going to be this summer, please be in touch with us. And then we wish you all the best in your internship so that you do very well. And then we know you will. So keep up the good work, and congratulations to all our summer 2020 interns. Now, we also had the IFTSA area meeting that was supposed to be held here for the Southeast section. And we had a planning task force. The president of the Food Science Club then was Askia Dozier Mohammed, who was the area meeting chair or co-chair with Sanjog Sidhu. As I indicated earlier, Askia had to leave or left. And so Shawnaree, I don't know if she's on, but I can't see all the participants since I have the screen share. Shawnaree was called her to my office, requested her to take on this role, especially as Sanjog was also trying to graduate with a master's. But Shawnaree took on the task of serving as the lead for the IFT section Southeast area meeting. And Sanjog and Shawnaree, along with their committee, their team, the task force, students Aaron, Sydney, Adrian, Lance, Raj, Vanessa, and Zaquavis. They did an awesome job in planning, but last minute, of course, we had to cancel due to COVID-19. They did a lot of due diligence in seeking fundraising. And for that, I want to commend Vanessa as the president of the Food Science Club as well. We went to the Poultry Expo and the IFTSA meeting. They had their letters ready. They were talking to all these representatives. It brought so much. I had like a whole bunch of feathers in my cap added when I saw these students being so professional with their interaction with the industry. And I had so many people call back saying, you know, your students are amazing. They're so professional, and they came to us and we cannot but give you all. So we had a lot of different organizations donate in kind as well as in cash. And so hopefully we will again host this meeting next year in the spring, since we could not host it this year. So we look forward to the team again jumping on board, except maybe Sanjog, who will not be here, and Raj may be graduating, and Adrian, but the rest of them should be here. And so hopefully they will come on board and again work with the planning. And we also had some faculty and staff who worked tirelessly. Dr. Herring, Dr. Boateng, Ms. Warner, Dr. Willis, thank you as well for your leadership and your contribution in advising in this task force. And we were going to have an amazing, stellar club, the IFT area meeting, which we can again have next year. So thank you for this. And again, all of you, I promise you, your certificates, not the check is in the mail, but your certificates will be in your hand in the fall of 2020. We will make sure of that. And I had indicated earlier, Zaquavis Willis, as part of his role as the VP of Volunteer Development on the National Board of Directors of the IFT Student Association. We congratulate him. Last year, Adrian Johnson served as the first time Vice President of Engagement, Member Engagement. And that was one of the first times that our students participated at the national board level. I know Dr. Willis has participated before as well, but we want to congratulate and thank Zaquavis Willis for his services on the IFTSA National Board of Directors. And then, as all of you know, I think some of you know, Dr. Willis, Chantrell Willis, is been awarded. And again, we don't know what we know it's going to be virtual meeting for IFT this year in the summer, July 15th. But Dr. Willis was selected as the IFT Emerging Leaders Award. As all of you know, Dr. Willis is one of our true bulldog pride and joy stories. Dr. Willis came to us as a BS graduate BS student in food science, moving her major from biology to food science, and the rest is history. She matriculated through the program. She also won last year, year before last, she won the award for excellence in leadership as the graduate student. So she has put A&M on the map once again. Congratulations, Dr. Willis, for being selected. And again, this is a small group of individuals from across the country. So she has been selected as an IFT emerging leader. Somebody nominated her on the national level, knowing her engagement with the professional organization, as well as the young professionals group. And they nominated her and submitted her application form, and the rest is history. She is now one of our emerging leaders. Congratulations, Dr. Willis. And if some of you are aware, but some of you may not be aware, Ms. Sharon Steele, who was our administrative assistant for the Department of Food and Animal Sciences, specifically the Office of the Chair, Ms. Sharon Steele retired after 24 years of service. We were unable to have any going away celebration again due to COVID-19, but again, hopefully in the fall, we'll be able to bring her back. But I wanted to recognize her retirement as well as recognize and thank her for her services here in the department. Ms. Steele did not serve 24 years in the department. She was in another office early and moved to the Department of Food and Animal Sciences in 2006. And then when I took over as chair in 2008, she was serving as the administrative assistant. So we wish her well in her retirement, and I'm sure she's probably enjoying. I know she hasn't been able to travel because of COVID, but hopefully when all this settles, she'll be able to enjoy some time away from Huntsville as well. So we want to congratulate her as well. So in closing, Dr. Walker, are you on? I don't think so, but no, he's not. But in closing, since I thought if he was on board, we could ask him to say a few words. If we have any other faculty or staff or students, if you want to say anything, we have a short window here before I wrap this up. Anybody?
I would like to say something. This is Nina. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, Nina.
I apologize for my late joining. I've been helping the community during these hard times, but I would like to give a thanks to the faculty. I would like to express my gratitude towards the unconditional support that each of you have given me during my undergrad years. I am truly thankful, and I appreciate you all continuing to share your knowledge with us. And my colleagues, I would like to take pride in our relationships that we have built. And I don't know if I will ever be able to return the favors, but I want to let y'all know that I value and appreciate all your help physically and mentally throughout my 4 years. And it's always good to know that I'm surrounded by good, compassionate people. Thank you.
Thank you, Nina. Thank you. We appreciate you. And as we said earlier, when we introduced you, Nina, I think you were not on board. And we'll share this PowerPoint as well as the recording. But Nina is coming back to us in the fall of 2020 in the area of product development in the Master of Food Science program. So we look forward to interacting with you for the next 1.5 years or so, Nina, when you come back to the program. So but congratulations again. Anyone else? If not, we'll wrap this up. I want to thank each of you for your contributions as student leaders in the department, as students in the department. You've been engaged in research in various labs. You've been engaged in various departmental activities. I know when we have high school senior day, when we have any departmental event, recruitment event, all of you have jumped on board. And how much ever, 6 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, when some of you don't, I mean, most of us don't like to wake up on 6 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, but you've gone over and beyond the call of duty when your requests are made. I mean, sometimes even we begrudgingly, we get there, and it takes us a minute to wake up, and maybe some coffee and donuts can help us, or orange juice helps us to wake up. But we thank each of you for that. Thank my colleagues, the department staff and faculty. Also I want to kind of echo what Dr. Herring said. I was going to do that in my closing with regards to how everybody stepped up. It was a steep learning curve for all of us to be away from campus during this COVID-19. We were given like 2 days, shut down in 2 days, and the staff, faculty, students, and I know students, it was frustrating for you. I know Dr. Boateng in one of her classes, she asked the students as a closeout, did you all like the online? They were like, no, we don't like online, because I know you all like the classroom and the engagement and the labs and the discussions, which is kind of hard sometimes in a Zoom forum, primarily because of the, the muting and the non-muting and all the different issues that go with technology, and somebody's mic not working, somebody's camera not working. So I know it was a challenging semester, but hopefully we all turning in grades by tomorrow, 12 noon, faculty and adjunct faculty as well. And then you all will be shown your grades on banner. So hopefully you all have done well, and I'm sure you have. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Have a great summer for those of you who are going to take the summer off to kind of relax, get some R&R. We have some of the beaches open, but I don't think I would recommend too many people going to the beaches, or just practice social distancing to remain safe. We want all our students, faculty, and staff, as well as food and animal sciences, A&M, Huntsville, and the world to really be safe and not succumb to COVID-19. So we all can do our due diligence in practicing the different aspects that will prevent us getting COVID-19. Good luck to the graduates as well. And as much as we don't know what the future holds for us in the fall, there's a task force, just to kind of settle all of you, there's a task force on A&M campus that is looking at various options for the fall 2020, hopefully in person. We will have on-campus classes, in-class classes, socially distancing, etc., until vaccine is available. So we all will have to do our due diligence in practicing social distancing, etc. So we thank each of you for being on line today. I think at some point we had almost 50 people. I don't know how many we have at this point, but on short notice, want to apologize about Friday. We were hoping to have it on Friday, but because of some issues with the network on campus, there was some blow up on campus. None of, we were not able to log into single sign-on, and I didn't want some individuals who might be logging in through that to miss it. So thank you for working with us on this last minute change as well. But I've really enjoyed working with each of you during the course of the academic year 1920, and I look forward to the summer for those of you who are going to return, and the fall when we will see you again. So thank you and good luck for the future, and please, please stay safe. Thank you very much.
Dr. Verghese?
Yes, ma'am.
May I add one thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. Congratulations again to all the graduates, and thank you, Dr. Verghese, for recognizing the Emerging Leaders Award. You're the reason why I even applied, so you're the reason I got it. We also want to recognize you, Dr. Verghese, for putting A&M on the map as well, for being the only individual in the entire nation or world to earn the William V. Crewis Award, which is the Excellence in Teaching Award from IFT. So congratulations, Dr. Verghese, and thank you.
Thank you. All right. If we don't have anything else, if we had some people jump on board, any faculty, staff, students, etc. Thank you, Nina. I know I saw, thank you for your volunteer activities as well. That's amazing. And I'm sure a lot of the others are hopefully doing it as well. I try to be, grocery shop for the seniors and do whatever we can in this time to make sure that we are responsible citizens and community participants. So thank you again. If we don't have anyone to say anything, we'll stop share here. If you all want to, stay on here and chat a little bit, you can. If not, we will go ahead and I could end this meeting if nobody has anything else. And thank you again to the parents and the guardians for coming online as well. I saw some names that I don't recognize, and I know Ms. Ward spoke as well, but others, if you are on here, in my introduction, I thanked each of you. So thank each of our faculty, staff, and graduate students and undergraduate students, as well as graduates, for coming on at short notice, the change, but being here today so that we can acknowledge and recognize our 2020 summer and spring graduates. We will have a graduation. I know you all know that, right? So it's not that we will just forget this. We will have one hopefully in July. We are still looking at a date. They've thrown out some dates, but we don't know anything for sure yet. But we will be having a Civic Center graduation, and you will be officially awarded your degrees. For those PhD students, you will be officially hooded, master's students, and the BS Animal Biohealth Science, as well as Food Science graduates. So we look forward to that. Thank you again, everybody. Thank you, Erin, for your comments. Thank you, Dr. Bob, for your comments. Ms. Vanessa, Marlicia, I guess you say your mic is not working. So thank you for your chat statement here. I think everybody can see that. And then Dawn Nash as well. So awesome job, all of you, and keep up the good work, and congratulations again. Thank you very much. We'll close out now. Bye-bye now.